The way she moves, yeah, you could stare at her forever. 'Cause she can shake my confidence like nothing in the world. Oh, my New York City girl, won't you walk in my direction?
We're gonna see.
Okay. What?
Everybody is just like, you are probably one of the most down-to-earth celebrities.
I'm not.
out
I'm
there.
just dumb and blurt everything out. It's not. That's not what it is at all. But Adele was in the table that was right. It was the next table over, and I had such a high fever, and felt like I couldn't move. And I saw Adele, and there was nobody in the way, and she was sitting in the table by herself, and My dad was sitting next to me here, and I just reached my arm out and went. And my dad goes like, "What, Jen? What's the matter?" And I was like, "It's Adele." Adele right there. I can in every movie. I'm in an interview.
That was good.
Thank you. I'm practicing.
You feel that this is it a good thing that it's coming so early in the career?
I hope so. Yeah. I mean, I who knows? I guess we'll see.
You don't worry about peaking too soon.
Well, now I am.
Yeah.
God.
You seem
I
like
want to wear the Golden Globes dress again. It seems so weird that I could only wear that once. It was so pretty. I loved it.
it was gorgeous, and
And I didn't have to suck in because the ruffles were right here.
What do you have to suck
Perfect.
in? Come on.
Yeah, don't pan down my stomach. That's horrible. What if like you pan down? I did. I'm like this huge belly. And Jimmy Choo's. And my pedicure is totally messed up. Don't zoom in on it. Don't cry. Stop it. I don't have anything.
I have just won an Oscar. Look.
What?
I've just won an Oscar.
I was like, oh my God, congratulations. That's why you get nominated.
Yeah.
That is why you put on a good performance.
So you're gonna be picking
so
like
that you can go on vacation for free.
I don't remember you getting one of these.
And I didn't get one of those. No.
Like a big old poster that we could put like up in the house somewhere. Do you think you got
Those are
more?
all over my house.
Right, do you have them all over your house?
I'm trying to get bumper stickers made.
With your face on the bumper
Yeah,
stickers.
all the
Hunger
way.
Games, right?
Yeah.
Really determines a lot
The time of the month?
for me.
Yeah, Josh gets periods.
I really.
As long as you're not on the same cycle. So Josh, earlier Jennifer.
Calm down.
You just met Taylor Swift. It's all right.
I just met Taylor Swift. I'm still freaking out. Sorry.
You have totally.
Film and see what they see on the screen.
No,
Because you're
I'm a
looking
troll.
at you. You're what?
No, I'm a troll. I hate myself whenever I watch. Yeah, don't go see the movies. I'm a troll. Yeah, no, I think the movie is great, but their biggest mistake was me.
All right, let's go back to. Back to you hate yourself.
Okay. What are you writing?
No, nothing. We have some time here tonight. I'd like
Are
to
we
see
going
it.
to list all the things I hate about myself?
And I'd like
that
to see
hate about
again
me?
next week too,
Oh,
if you don't
This is my
mind.
biggest nightmare. I go on David Letterman and he makes a list of what everybody hates about me. That's what I thought was going to happen backstage, and I got nervous.
What was the process of getting ready? How many people helped you? Hi. Very happy for you.
I'm just cross-eyed.
How many people helped you? What was the process today to get to the big moment?
The process today was so stressful. I felt like Steve Martin in Father of the Bride, watching my house just like be torn apart, and my whole family was getting ready, and my friend stopped by. It was kind of fun, but it was mostly chaotic. Yeah. What was the process? I don't know. I just woke up and tried on the dress, and it fit, thank God, and then I took a shower, and I don't know what I was. That's what I did, and then I got my hair and makeup done. And then I came to the Oscars. I'm sorry, I did a shot before I... Sorry. Jesus. Okay.
What are we going to see?
I think you're going to see my boyfriend draw my blood, the boyfriend in the movie. Draw my blood, and then we kiss.
X-Men, and then you kiss.
Yeah, it's one of those romantic dates.
Is this kind of your character?
No.
Oh.
No. I was thinking the exact opposite. I was like, nobody's going to want to see that idiot swinging from trees and like shooting bow and arrows.
Wow.
Sorry. Everybody, it's good.
Yeah,
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
God, I'm going to get fired.
No, you're fine.
I wish this was like Mean Girls and I could just break this up and throw it at all of you. What went through my mind when I fell down? A bad word that I can't say that starts with F.
Oh, don't forget your award.
Oh, right. Sorry. What's the last word in the Hunger Games book? End.
End?
I know the last.
Go.
It's
go.
The end.
It's go. No, kind of
You
the
guys are
opposite.
wrong. It's end. Every book ends in the end. Everybody knows that. You guys obviously don't read a lot of books. Why would a book end and go? How would it? Yeah.
I know you've been a little sick.
Yeah, I'm a little sick. I'm a little drunk.
A little drunk, a little sick.
Your
huh?
producer made me do a shot of 2 shots of tequila.
Well, we have
Yeah.
the top people in the business here, yeah. 2 shots of tequila,
2
huh?
shots of tequila and a beer, but the beer was my decision.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
See it in our little Manny cam, Jennifer. You can put it. You do walk the carpet.
Chubby fingers, though.
You do not have chubby.
I do. Look. Da, da, da.
You are having way too much fun with the Manny cam. We'll send one home to you.
Okay, sorry.
You.
They scream.
Oh, they did. They
and
scream.
cry.
Yeah.
And one almost fainted.
Oh, with overstimulated, overexcited, and they.
I don't know what it kind of makes you look at yourself.
Yeah.
We do these autograph signings, and there's all sorts of different reactions. Some of them start screaming before they even make it to me, and then run away, and I'm like, okay.
What was
and
that?
Then,
So they'll scream, they'll approach you, and then
they
run.
work themselves up. And my personal favorites are the ones who are decked out head to toe, Hunger Games, Katniss gear, and then they get in line, and then they just shut down. And they just kind of go into shock, and they look miserable. Absolutely miserable to be there. Won't look at me, won't talk to me, and just kind of do this. And if it weren't for their full gear, I would think they hated me. Like, they didn't even want to be there. But you know that they just work themselves up. They're like, I'm going to meet him, I'm going to meet him, I'm going to meet him. And then they get in line, and they just shut off.
The fall on the way up to the stage.
Was that on purpose?
Was it a fall? What happened?
Like, when we thought there was a paparazzi outside of my house, and my brother's like, you want me to throw a skateboard at it? Because my brother's like, he went inside, he's like, let's go throw some eggs and tomatoes at it. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And then it was just like some parked car that I was like, that's a paparazzi. Like, it wasn't. I just made it up. Yeah. No, that's not a vampire deal. That's just a very violent, futuristic movie where kids are randomly selected from their home districts to fight in an arena to the death. But we don't drink blood. That's sick.
Wow.
But I thought it was saying boo-boo. And so I was like, well, does that mean there's Honey Boo Boo? And so I started craning my neck, and then I saw a little girl, and I was like, that's Honey Boo Boo, and I'm still driving.
Right.
And then I rear-ended the person in front of me.
Okay.
And then had to get out of the car and explain what happened. And I was like, I'm sorry that I hit your family. I thought I saw Honey Boo Boo.
To Belize. It was unbelievable. No, it was, and I had no idea because I was trying to plan a vacation, and I'm such a cheapskate. Like, I was like, well, I guess I could like go to New Jersey.
So it was just you and Tilda Swinton at the table together?
Well, Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas were going to be at my table, I thought. They started sitting down, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then they were like, oh, wrong table, and turned around and walked away.
No.
And I was like, no, exactly.
Really?
That's like when a waiter comes out with like amazing food and you're starving, and they make eye contact with you and then just walk right past you.
So they did not, do you think they turned around because you guys were there, or do you think it was just the
It might have
wrong?
had something to do with the drooling, I don't know.
But
And then I
it
get
is-
halfway through the red carpet, and like somebody goes, suck in, and I'm like, great.
Somebody
It's
says
only
what?
the first suck in, because I've gone through, like, I get out of the car, and I'm like, hey. and then I walk half the carpet, and then the other half I'm sucking in, but then I wonder about the other half of the pictures, which is the end of me Googling myself.
Listen,
I love your dates, though, I gotta say. I think you have really good dates tonight. My date? Mom and Dad.
I thought you meant like a season. I was like, what? It's cold.
Here
It's great.
tonight?
We're a totally normal family.
Yeah.
I'm drunk. She's crying.
You're, as American.
I feel like if you change your hair, you look like an entirely different person.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you look gorgeous.
Thanks. Yeah, my mom didn't recognize me when she came to visit me on set and walked into the trailer and went, sorry. Looked me right in the eyes and went, sorry. And I walked out. So I just let her go. Oh, okay. I was talking about today. I was like, I ate French fries and laid in bed until 3.
Nope, you got a fan here.
I would just try to face. Nope.
It's got the split going. Wait, she's got the shoes going.
On my leg, so don't do that.
Okay. Well,
Of all the things I forgot today, that was the one. Under wraps, and don't bring it up, don't do anything. And I see my mother surrounded by reporters. Well, my favorite book is The Hunger Games. Wink.
In this category for Winter's Bone.
I stole the sheets from my trailer to bring back to my apartment. I stole a French press that came in my trailer, like a kettle. Like I was stealing all this stuff, like sneaking it into my car. My driver called me a squirrel. He's like, you're just like a little squirrel, just collecting everything. And I was, because every day I would come back and like take something else, because I didn't want to just come out with like a big load of things. So I thought they would catch on.
Tilda Swinton was at my table.
Okay.
Which was, I couldn't, gosh, every time she tried to start a normal conversation with me, I would just keep going, such a big fan. I'm such a big fan of yours. And she's just like, okay, so are you miserable yet? And I'm like, I'm just really tired. I'm such a big fan.
Start with 190 and go to 123.
This isn't like an auction, right?
Yes.
You guys are going to take it away.
Did anybody from the county ever come out to the house? Talk to mom and dad about...
I'm going to get my parents arrested. My childhood in my mind seems so lovely and just picturesque, and then I talk back about it, and I'm like, oh my God.
You kids stay away from them saddles now. Get out there and break them broncs.
That's for the rich folk.
No, I don't like the British food, obviously. But,
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously. But no, no, thank God. I've out of 5, how many was it?
I read 4, but...
4. I've tripped in 2 or 3 of them, like massive trips.
What is it red carpet nonsense? What is that?
Oh, it's so scary. And then I end up getting so nervous that I get like now, I get really hyper, and then I'm like, ah! And I get really hyper. So then I go in interviews, and I'm like a chihuahua, I'm shaking and peeing, and then afterwards I'm like, I just talked about peeing on the red carpet.
You know what?
We're supposed to get our list. It's just not a situation for a normal person like this.
I'd like to see you twice a week if you don't.
Boom, stop crying. God, this is embarrassing. My dad and I both like react differently on camera. My dad and I turn into compulsive rednecks, and my mother just turns into like the weeping willow. Just can't get it together.
It's a nice combination.
You know what I'm trying to say? I'm so hungry. God. Oh.